And you know they shouldn't be scared of GAIMIN Gladiators because this is a squad that has amazing success when it comes to LAN. In fact, this year has been one of the most successful for a South American team. After all, they placed 5th, 6th at the Lima Major. They managed to get 4th at Berlin under game because he is going to have to deal with Fishers, Ice Shards, and then there is going to be the overgrowth that's going to be popping up. But popping up, Whisper pops up in the top lane, gets a kill on Celery. So
teamfight you in the mid game with big Dawnbreaker ultimate coming through, Earthshaker controlling the fights, and then Dark Willow on Pakaz to help bring up the scale, especially against the Bristle. And if the lanes go their way, that's just even better.
But C-Smile is here to be able to block out Ace, and he gets him. Now the Tornado's going to help. They actually managed to get the kill on Celery on the other side, but Ace is still dead. So great rotation from C-Smile. Just the extra bit of damage they needed. Pakaz, meanwhile, hiding away from Tofu, tried to hunt him down. Meanwhile, the fight's still going up there in the top lane as they trade out kills. Both supports do die.
Now it's a question of, do you go back to bottom here? I mean, your tower's just gone. Pakaz is going to TP in. He wants to defend this. I mean, the tower basically paid the price off the catapult. It's just a question of, can you get something in return? And they'll gobble up Celery. So some more levels for Pakaz.
Some pretty key levels. I think, you know, you get to level 3, you have 1, 2, 0, but then after that, you can actually start getting those levels in Living Armor, which will help the Dark Willow, but also help protect this tower. C-Smile going to be victim here of the first Rolling Thunder. Matthew is going to try and come in and help him out here, though what can he really do? Does he snowball, pick him up? Then they're going to be next to the tower, straight up for a Tornado EMP. The Dawnbreaker ultimate, though, it's going to come in. A little bit of heals, it's not enough. You're stuck inside. They block off the rest, so they're not pursued, but ultimately they do still lose their mid laner despite heavy rotations and an ultimate use from Whisper.
That was a lot of resources off this dual off lane that yielded nothing here. They're even going to bring Panda into mid on the bottom wall. Matthew's just going to die to Dyrachyo top. Pretty much a disaster in mid for EG here.
This is not going well. Matthew will make him reach for it, but ultimately they do still get that kill. 7-5 as GAIMIN Gladiators might find a 6th kill. Back to back to back. They are just running over Evil Geniuses in this middle area. Can't quite spot the Dark Willow due to the part it's nighttime.
And this is where Dark Willow suffers. If you lose your tower fast, you get forced in the jungle.
Now they see him underneath the ward, but he is caught inside the brambles. Quinn's going to take a lot of damage here. Panda's going to pursue, but Pakaz cannot afford another death, and that leaves Panda alone. Threatening to terrorize, ultimately doesn't throw it out. Cannot save Panda, cannot save their tower, and C-Smile's rotation may only net them this support kill. They're going to be able to get him with the dust, but now the Rolling Thunder is going to be troublesome. Bouncing back off the cliff, C-Smile trying to get a cliff push off, does manage to get that. They have to chase away Ace, though. That damage was beginning to build up from the Quills. So, terrorize, put to use. Yeah. GAIMIN Gladiators just forcing reaction.
I mean, what's happening top?
Getting so much. They're going to get a tower out of this. They have to get kills off this. They cannot afford to be losing towers for nothing. They will punish Celery. Can they get Dyrachyo next?
Oh, no way. He still has ult up. Skelly Boy's just doing the work here while everybody's distracted. Quick bottle refill into mid. The efficiency in this early game is really nice for GAIMIN right now as they're picking up the pace. And again, just straight into C-Smile. EG just can't solidify the map right now.
No, they are constantly scrambling to try and save somebody. And not quite enough. And Quinn
should have played more Pango.
Swashbuckle means that now he's going to be nailed by that Solar Guardian. He's going to be chains done. Goodbye. And now he's sitting underneath both a ward and a sentry.
I mean, this is the dream.
Shikuchis. This is a perfect.
Echo him on the stack.
Geniuses. Yeah, they're just going to catch him with the Echo. It doesn't have to be on the stack as long as they get him stunned right now. Mid Shikuchi, chain that stun, and finish him off. Evil Geniuses. Blink Dagger reveal nets them a very big pick off on the enemy carry.
Pretty much what C-Smile wanted with this Blink. Get a big core kill. Quinn's going to try and turn it back. Arcane Rune.
Ice Shards tried to stop the Rolling Thunder from being able to catch Pakaz, but it just wasn't quite good enough. Pakaz overgrowth and the Fisher block, but the support damage is there to help get the kill on Pakaz, and Matthew a little bit late there on the snowball to save Pakaz as a result. And Quinn's feeling good. He's got an Arcane Rune, so he's just going to keep on chasing.
Yeah, they're going to bring Whisper in. No Dawnbreaker ultimate to join the fight. He's going to have to do it the hard way. They have the burst for Tofu.
Beautiful. Fisher actually catches 2 more on top of the kill onto Tofu, so maybe separating Quinn from his supports, they can focus down Celery up next. Big hit from Whisper will finish him off. Dominating for Whisper. Yeah, you were right, Avery. Now's the time for Whisper to pop off, and he is doing it right when his team needs him most.
5-1-3 in 15 minutes. He's got to lead the fights. He's the one hero for EG having a tremendous game here, and it's going to be catch-up duty for Pakaz with this Midas. The scaling synergy is nothing to scoff at. Going to make a quick smoke, try and control all the Ancients here. Continue to limit Pakaz's room.
Nas.
Yeah, he might get caught.
Yep, they're going to hit him with the tornado. Team has to respond here. Shadow Realm TP away, but the cold snap was still on him, so he couldn't actually complete that one. Oh, here comes that Rolling Thunder. Overgrowth is going to be able to stop him. Snowball, though, didn't go through. It was actually on to Quinn, so he wasn't in a position to be able to pick him up. Oh, burst Sam goes in, almost enough burst damage. Ah, and Matthew is there with the final punch, but it is a blow that is good for EG, but the fight is not. EG is going to lose more members here, as they've already lost the 2. Looks like Quinn, he's searching for more. He's like, you guys got this kill, right? All good. I'm going to look for a 4th kill out on the map. Maybe they were a little bit too greedy here. Does not have a TP though, so he's going to be dying.
21-minute wisdom.
Finds him with the quills. Oh, Panda! Panda, get it!
What?
Hey, he got the wisdom rune. At least gives up his life to get the experience for himself and his team.
And I mean, Bloodstone already done for Ace. Yeah, he's big.
The BKB combined with the shard especially, allowing him to be super aggressive. Good kill if they can get it, but he's already popped the time lapse, and that's going to pull Matthew way out of position and up on top of the cliff. He'll wave goodbye, spotted with a stun strike, but nobody's close with the stun. Still looking to be able to chase down some heroes. They know Whisper has got to be somewhere close, and they got him with the goop. So he's going to be slowed down significantly, trying to get away with that hammer. Panda will cover him with a bit more slows, but the bug is going to latch. They'll have vision of Whisper.
They're going to take the fight. Aegis ran out.
On to Quinn, right as the Aegis has run out. He's in trouble. He's already dead. Oh, what a turn. Is Bakaz in good position, but look at Dyrachyo and Ace. They're both hunting onto Bakaz right now, trying to finish him up with the quills. Dyrachyo commits into the base. He goes to finish off the enemy carry, but another Shadow Realm. Dyrachyo's in trouble. No, he's overextended himself. Instead of getting the kill on the enemy carry, he got himself killed instead. Panda is going to be left alone here with the damage dealer pushed all the way back inside the base. EG can't really keep this good situation going for them.
They're healing in the fountain and coming back.
Okay, a punch up in the air does get him killed, but Ace is way far forward, and there are too many members of Evil Geniuses. He has stumbled into all of this. Now it just leaves Celery all alone. Now, we did get that shard from the Tormentor. That'll help him get a little bit of distance here.
I mean, you're looking for the full team wipe.
A Blink Dagger, a Hammer, and they'll finish him off.
Just a matter of time here as the physical burst. Winning EG a fight on the turnaround. They're just going to meet him up here. They want the next Roshan. Remember, that Roshan happened super early. The next one's even more valuable, and they're just going to run into him. You see,
Smile. He's going to run instantly, go straight for Dyrachyo as the chain's done, going to land.
Hit it up.
Small moment with no BKB. Dyrachyo now gone.
Buyback time lapse.
Oh no, Quinn got himself stuck on the cliff, and he can't actually chase after Bakaz. Bakaz, who's stuck in this dead end. They have to get on top of him now, but now the Shadow Realm TP away.
Get out.
No stuns, he's getting out. Oh no, a buyback from GAIMIN Gladiators that now puts them at a point where they can't immediately capitalize. They do manage to get Panda, so there will be one member down on the side of Evil Geniuses.
Or at least a team fight that EG is probably going to bring to you. And yeah, if you can catch the supports on the map, because Matthew has been getting away with a lot right now.
That is a good item to take out of their hands for a while. Matthew does blink back into the range of Tofu. He does have enough mana. Tornado is going to be used. Is there any more disables left from Tofu? Used a lot of them, and oh, the damage just enough.
That's what Tundra would say.
Best way to siege the base is perhaps just building more war engines. There's the kickback, first one of the game.
And there's a time lapse.
And immediate time lapse from Dyrachyo, who's still playing a little forward here.
The thing is, you're happy to trade that if you're Matthew.
Yeah, they're getting damage on all 3 of these tier 3 towers right now. They know that Evil Geniuses are strongest when there is just one lane being pushed in. There's the kickback again. Ace going to be in some trouble here. He's going to be pulled in with the snowball. Quinn's going to try and rescue him, though, with this Rolling Thunder. Ace has his Lotus Orb, still protecting him. He's going to run out of here. Quinn, same thing. He's going to roll on out away from this base. How much damage have you really done? Overgrowth is actually going to be used on Quinn. He's going to be in big trouble. Tornado comes through. Is that enough to save him? No, he ends up falling. Because at half health, trying to get away from Dyrachyo, who is tearing through these heroes right now. Snowball pickup. Picks up Whisper. He's going to be pulled out of position, though. Blink away. Nice. Whisper over to the side here. Can he get back to the fountain? He's getting away from this one. Ace, yes, his quills do manage to finish him up, but he's at half health right now, deep inside the enemy base. The rest of his team, though, GAIMIN Gladiators, focused on the objectives.
Yeah, screw the heroes. These billions are a way easier target right now. You still have Aegis on Dyrachyo. They ate the cheese. But it'll be a buyback from EG.
They're trying first. Back is dead. They see the opportunity. 1 small second is all it takes to be able to finish him off. C-Small. Oh, what health! Oh, Impetus. It might be enough damage. It's going to fall all the way to the back front, but it's not quite enough. Now the damage starts raining in. A kickback. 1, life down for Dyrachyo. Can they do it again? It's going to try and squash him, but not quite landing. Time lapse to get to the other position, but there is Matthew on the other side. Too many stuns. GAIMIN Gladiators are not able to break Evil Geniuses on the high ground.
Any amount of vision.
Look
What
at
you're
this.
looking for here, so you can get the jump. But look at the wrap, man. See Smiles up so far.
But they're also prepared for this. Celery is in a position to break it with a very deep ward sentry combo there on the far left. But if GAIMIN Gladiators don't see this coming on the right-hand side, oh, they spotted Celery. Okay, he's going to be done. Oh, this point, he's managing to get away a little bit of distance. They couldn't finish him off, and now they go straight for Kaz. They try and get the Rolling Thunder on top of him. They force the BKB usage out of him. Evil Geniuses are trying to reset right now, but the Rolling Thunder is constantly in their face. Whisper blinking over, knows he needs to be able to help out. Their Dark Willow, they do have to, they blow him up. Boom, he's gone. Dyrachyo's dead, but they get C-Smile in exchange, and Evil Genius is now on the run.
You have to play for the buybacks here. You have to regroup if you're both teams in a sense.
They've lost sight of Because with that Shadow Blade. He's getting away. 5 seconds for Matthew, but he's now been caught by the bugs. Can he get this snowball blink away? It is unlikely. Trying to cover him with the tornado, but there's nowhere he can blink far enough. He will be caught by this as well. GAIMIN Gladiators with that extra pickoff, especially since C-Smile didn't buy back right away. Depends what Quinn can get for them, I suppose.
Yeah, the old dash into Cataclysm. But once more, you are faced with this high ground. And a almost permanent uptime Shadow Realm. 2 more seconds here. We'll get the early BKB.
Going to be put to use here. Ace heals himself up with the Bloodstone. Dawnbreaker landing in. The damage is not the best. They do try and break him again, but Ace is just causing enough of a distraction. Whisper now tries to go in, but the Varus is already gone, and he's going to have to jump away. They manage to get the sight onto the Weaver. Force Staff getting them some distance, and that is just enough outside of the sight of the Dark Willow. Couldn't complete it. Couldn't take away that Aegis, and GAIMIN Gladiators can now keep up the pressure.
So that's EG trading a Rax to keep Matthew's buyback here. That is how much they value the Tuskar in these fights. I kind of agree with it, right? I mean, you can just buy the Tusk there and take that fight. But like we heard, the Rax, it doesn't mean much at this point in the game, especially when you have a Dawn who can just clean up the lane anyway. They will retain all their buybacks outside of Pandas, which they traded for Dyrachyo's, and Aegis up for 3.5 minutes here. So you're going to have a 2-minute differential where you don't have Dyrachyo's buyback and your Aegis expires. So if you're gaming, you kind of want to use this Aegis. On the flip side, if it goes really wrong like it did the first time,
like if he dies after being kicked deep inside the base?
It's pretty terrifying, right?
It's going to be so important in how they use these Lotus Orbs and Lincolns to protect that hero.
We are almost at 40,000 gold lead, but it doesn't matter if you get kicked.
Can you get the chain stun? Not quite enough. The snowball was put onto him, and Dyrachyo already used the time lapse, so he pulls Matthew back, and now Matthew may be forced to use that buyback.
Really nice grab for GAIMIN. That is what they want, because now you're putting them in a position where if Matthew dies again, this high ground just gets broken entirely. I say that because he's just raining down hellfire right
he's
now.
going to get on top of Because right now, but a Force Staff does get him a little bit of distance with the side device. Now they get the Terrorize on him. That's going to be the first life, and no, he does fall.
Did get Matthew's buy.
Matthew, can he get the kick in on the revive? Dyrachyo instantly pops BKB. C-Smile looks to jump forward, pops BKB, but Dyrachyo popping his own BKB to go for Quinn instead. Now with the kickback on him, they blow him up instead. Ace coming in deep, and look at the Fisher. He's blocked off right now. With his BKB, he can protect himself. But immediate refresher. C-Smile trying to get out, but Panda was in deep.
Because on the front line.
Because he's
no buy.
He jumps straight in, takes out Dyrachyo. Panda gave him an opportunity, and Because goes straight for the throne. Now he's going to finish up both Ace as well. The Bloodstone, C-Smile. He gets C-Smile. He gets something out of it, but he still falls.
How much can EG get off of 100 seconds with no Weaver, and they know it? That's the C-Smile kill.
He's got mangoes coming in from the courier. Because is like, I cannot take any moments to go back to the base. I have to maximize this 90 seconds.
I agree. Every second matters here if you are EG. You have potential to throw GAIMIN back if you get a good fight out of it.
There's an arcane rune up there.
That is the Dark Willow dream right now. Because sees it, but he's not going to see it. Oh, a missed opportunity in the night, and they will just push down the lane. I mean, this is not an easy push either, right? Because you know the rest of the buybacks are up for GAIMIN. Will burst from the Shadow Realm if they're stunned for the duration of it.
Eats the Aghanim Scepter, now a Daedalus. Good cut though, Tofu is going to be cutting the wave here.
Yeah, it's gone. They have no other free.
Evil Genius is not protecting their waves. A massive push coming in at bottom. It looks like they may not even be able to get a single lane of barracks out of this. Yeah, I'm not sure if Dyrachyo ever wants to give a time lapse to anybody else.
Nobody wants it. The rare game, you're just wearing through this lead, and the 30K gold lead at 65 minutes doesn't mean a whole lot. It honestly doesn't mean much here.
One thing to note about this, due to these item choices, we also have now Arcanist armor on Panda, something to know. But it does mean that Evil Geniuses have the Pirate Hat advantage. We've seen sometimes in these late games, like a bunch of teams.
That's a roll.
Rolling Thunder, they're going to go straight forward here with the armor. He gets off the Shadow Realm on because has to use
the kick.
BKB, got the kickback, and there's the burst! That's an Aegis, yes, but it's also Weaver in an awkward position. Did you get a time lapse? You get a BKB? He does both. They
Everybody
got a second lane of barracks, but again, does that change anything?
I mean, 30 minutes ago, it was don't focus the racks. At this point, it almost feels like kill the racks before somebody else gets kicked in and get the hell out. The times have changed.
And the scary part is, what if they get megas? Then they have to hit tier 4s. Then you're just even closer to being kicked into the fountain.
Let's go even deeper.
They actually
here.
went outside their base, though. Evil Geniuses decide to go and fight aggressively into him. They have maybe Ace. Ace in trouble. Got him on the overgrowth. C-Smile chasing after him, but he's already got the floats down heal. Back up the full. C-Smile trying to get out of here. Dyrachyo chasing after him is going to bring him down. Big crits coming in. Massive damage. A Sunstrike right in the edge, but Whisper will manage to keep away. And because
he
done for
evaporates.
once.
They find the Dark Willow, take the damage out of the fight. I'm sure he enjoyed that kill with some crits.
Oh, yeah.
He has been getting pummeled the whole game, but finds his revenge. And now, no buyback on 2 EG cores. You know GAIMIN want to press the advantage here.
Quinn's got an idea, which is Rolling Thunder, go straight into the enemy and just create some space. Now he's taking a ton of damage. He's got to be careful of this one. See if he can roll away before the Shadow Realm second round comes in. He does manage to get out. They get a tier 3. Oh, they got Matthew. Oh, Matthew being pulled away.
Who's kicking who?
He is going to have to lose his buyback here.
And Quinn's back in the base.
Quinn, yeah, Quinn. As long as Quinn doesn't die here, this is all space, but the final hit. Oh, the tower. Oh, so close. But Quinn stays alive.
You gotta be careful, son. That Rolling Thunder is not protecting you anymore.
And the buildings are dying.
And by the way, we have a Divine disassembled on Whisper right now. He can assemble that at any point in this fight.
If he sees the opportunity for a big hit, it might not be because you have to worry about
on the back end of a fight or whatever, and instantly catch up Lincoln off one of these cores if you don't preemptively BKB. Especially even in the longer fights, it's huge for locking down because out of a Shadow Realm. You've got 2 seconds to find him between.
I mean, if he's fast enough, what if he catches Matthew on the blinking?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It can absolutely turn these fights, especially when there's no buybacks on EG's side. This is them being pushed to the limit here in game 1.
Another Rolling Thunder. Here it comes, the initiation. What is EG going to be able to do about this? Their building is going to be hit.
Just take the rack.
There doesn't seem to be much they can do to stop it. Panda's going to jump in with the overgrowth, trying to slow this down with the glyph also being used. Terrorize trying to push him away with the BKBs. GAIMIN Gladiators committed to getting the megas, but can they get out now? C-Smile makes the jump in. Not quite enough to finish off Tofu, but here comes Whisper. Looks to finish him off. A snowball sword bounce back. That's keeping Tofu alive. While Whisper is Divine Rapier is in trouble, and he gets bursted down by Dyrachyo. Divine on the deck because now fighting to keep them in the game as Evil Geniuses are going to be limping along here. A massive net worth deficit. Vegas, C-Smile.
Round 2.
It's an opportunity.
What the heck?
The Hex doesn't save him, no. Because puts him down, but Whisper will fall for a second time. 3 dead with no buybacks. Make that a 4th. Panda can buy back, but it's Panda and Because the P duo against GAIMIN Gladiators as a full 5 stack.
And the tip from Dyrachyo, it may have had me early, but in the ultra late, there can only be one. Double Hex from the GAIMIN supports just broke that high ground fight. And now you have a Divine on Celery. The true carry has arrived.
Look at him. He is doing the most damage. Dyrachyo, they just lean into the buildings. That is going to be it. Evil Geniuses will call it 69 minutes. What a nice game, but GAIMIN Gladiators will close it out and get a Game 1 victory.
Oh, man. Going into Game 2 here, if you're EG, I mean, what do you go back to? Ace Dazzle, which has kind of been one of his heroes to supplement this aura builder that doesn't necessarily straight exist anymore, right?
Right.
It's a hero that does it through the spells in a degree, but very lane-oriented, which is something they've done throughout the year, but went away from for a bit. This is like, we want Dazzle to win the lane, and we want this Necro to win the lane.
I was going to say, if you're going to win this lane, you're going to have to do it through skewers and better body blocking. C-Smile doing a great job on the opening and a TP in blood. Okay, bye-bye, Quinn. EG will take the first blood.
You want to go in with the Necro, front line it up, and then get a great Chronosphere. Ideally on the mag or like the supports, just burst it down with the magic damage.
I was going to say, if you don't get him with the Ravage, you already got a second opportunity with the reverse polarity. Instead, Avalanche going to try and cover them here as they retreat, but the rotation from Matthew will net them the kill first on Ace before he falls. So 1-for-1 trade-off there, but ultimately the core dying on the side of GAIMIN Gladiators.
Fury. Or at least, I guess, you know, one side lane and one mid, but 2 out of the 3.
Sure.
So Matthew's rotation is super important for EG here.
Combining it, toss back with the poison is going to be a big problem. They toss him back into the creeps. A big heal bit. It's not quite enough damage to burst down the Stream Protector because now they can make a rebuttal here. Slow down Ace before he gets away too deep into the trees and kill him.
And EG are happy every time this happens. It's XP and gold for Matthew. Because stays up, extra gold for him, and they're shutting down Ace a little bit.
An opportunity to maybe toss Quinn onto that big Magnus. Panda, who's sticking around a little bit too long, does get spotted. He'll be the victim instead of a Reaper's Sight. He goes down, and Quinn gets his first stack of the game.
So maybe another one of those games where it comes down to like how much do you believe in your scale, right? On one side we have the Mag PA, a true OG classic, if you want to frame it that way. You are going to scale very hard and hit very hard and farm the stacks really fast if you get the Ancient stacks up for Makaz here. And on the flip side, you have Faceless Void Ancient Apparition. I mean, this is a duo that goes back a long way as another stack goes into Quinn's pocket.
They get him, but they almost stopped Makaz's TP out. This top lane is in danger. As soon as the Necro shows up, you're like, no. Nobody wants to be there anymore. They immediately vacate the lane, but you can see Quinn, with his boots of travel, can play around the map pretty quickly. He immediately goes to pressure Makaz. Might even be able to get him too. Avalanche slows him down, and Dyrachyo shows up for yet another fight. Not that he's needed, but the help might actually be needed here as Quinn's going to keep trying to dive in. The heals are just enough. They got an RP. Skewer back into the tier 2. Throw that Ravage down. Finally get the punish on Quinn. Do not let this man bully you. No blade mail required in this game because he's really not receiving a whole lot of smoke from the EG side. They haven't touched him too much.
GAIMIN just gearing up for their timing, right? You hit this hard on Necro, you're going to have the Ags on Dazzle. Your team fight becomes so strong at that point in time.
Going to go for C-Smile, the Blink Dagger. There's that burst from the Tiny with the Ice Blast, the Reaper's Sight. It's just a guarantee.
Still on the player cam, right?
10-4. It's a sleepy game right now. GAIMIN Gladiators. Very similar to game number 1 where they take an early lead. It feels like Evil Geniuses have already conceded to just playing for the high ground and playing for the late game rebuttal. But I do have to wonder, I mean, I've heard this phrase, play to win, not play to lose, so many times in the TI's history. I do have to wonder, Avery, is EG just banking a little bit too much on playing it safe and conservative here as GAIMIN Gladiators seem to have all the space in the world. Anytime they see somebody, they can jump. They jump onto Panda here, get that kill, and oh, hey, look, there's a Tidehunter. We'll get that kill as well.
I don't know why Whisper shows there. I think that's, I mean, you just give him the Treant, right? Unless you're ready to fight this with the Phantom Assassin, you're not taking the fight. Your lineup deals 0 damage outside of PA going in and joining the engagement. That's what you're waiting for here. Talking about what is EG's game plan, I mean, it's because. That's what this team is centered around, and the BKB just got finished, so you gave up 2 big kills there in exchange for a Chronosphere. Maybe something EG is okay with if they can make a move right now and exploit it.
Hey, that's why you can solo it, because you didn't commit very many resources for it, right?
It's true.
And now you can get the second Tormentor at 30 minutes. Okay, there we go. There's the Blink Dagger reveal. Jump back onto Tofu doesn't feel very good at all. Dyrachyo gets a pretty decent time dilation. Overgrowth is going to be put to work here. Reaper's Sight doesn't quite finish him off, but they should have the damage as Evil Geniuses really don't seem to have a whole lot going on here. Because tries to jump in, pops his BKB, immediately trying to go for Celery. This is just not working for EG. They're throwing a lot of spells, and not a lot of heroes are taking damage on the side of GAIMIN Gladiators. It is all easily being undone by the Dazzle heals. GAIMIN Gladiators are sure to be able to run down something more. At least Dyrachyo is trying right now.
He has Chrono back up in 1. He'll pop it.
Yeah, might as well. You just watch EG throw a bunch of spells around. It's not like they're going to be fighting you anytime soon.
He saved up all the bashes.
They did. These tier, like they can take all the towers off the map.
And then control Ancients.
Second, third, fourth, fifth Roshan again if they need to.
Octarine done for Ace. He's ready to fight again. Ags closing in for Quinn. In fact, it is flying out on the Courier right now. So 2 more huge team fight items for GAIMIN. These heroes are just fully online, basically.
Now, they did just get a very small win, and it's immediately neutralized by the fact that we get a kill on Whisper. Managed to get the BKB charge out of Dyrachyo. Didn't mean much because it doesn't seem like EG are going to be able to fight, particularly not without Whisper. God's still playing around though. We'll see. C-Smile tries to get the jump. They get the RP onto 2 on the Dazzle. Can they kill him fast enough before the Shallow Grave? They get the skewer, and that's just enough. Quinn tried to jump in, give the extra heals, and he is doing a lot of damage. Remember, this Heart Aghanim Scepter, tons of damage over time, and that's why Bakaz vacated the area and just went for other kills. They're just going to leave Quinn alone, kite him around. They're doing this beautifully, but can they kill him?
Tanky boy right there. You have another chrono coming up in 8 seconds here, so if you're watching the clock on EG...
Oh, he's going to jump under Dyrachyo. Knows the BKB and the Time Walk is down, but the gold Chronosphere is coming up, and he gets him right on the edge. Quinn, he's going to help with the damage. They're going to try and skew him away. Bakaz is actually going to live proof, and then he turns around and kills Dyrachyo. Bakaz does it again, and TP's out.
What a mana from Bakaz. He just believes in the crit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Scan on the triangle right now. EG are smoked. GAIMIN know they're there.
Yeah, they know they're there. Are they expecting the initiation, though? Will they be able to react in time? TP away. TP away. Oh, they don't have Quinn now. Right as the initiation comes in. The Chronosphere only catching the Magnet.
And the Overgrowth.
And the Overgrowth is going to stop the damage, too. Oh, the Ravage will be able to fall. An absolute disaster for GAIMIN Gladiators and Evil Genius. They will feast in this fight.
Quinn is back.
They'll take away the Aegis. Dyrachyo's back into play. And yeah, Quinn's back with the shield room at that. Oh, a Shallow Grave just at the right time to be able to bail out Dyrachyo. They finish up the tree, but Dyrachyo fighting for his life right now. Great Avalanche to be able to cover him up, but the Shallow Graves are just
won't die.
He will not die. Finally, Bakaz deals with them, but the damage is done. Dyrachyo lives.
Ace coming up huge in a team fight that could have been a disaster with Quinn going bottom. Instead, just keeps Dyrachyo alive way too damn long. Wears out the PA-BKB.
Double damage.
And they will find him.
Shouldn't have to use the chrono either. No mana to use it actually, so.
Sprouted, but he time walks right on top of him, does get it now. He's time walk though, Bakaz immediately Ravage into the burst.
And now he wants more.
And yeah, now with the carry dead, they feel confident, but they got to be careful about Quinn. They found Ace though, but without Bakaz able to take advantage of this, they may not have the damage for it. They try and use the Overgrowth the same, but it's already dead. Bakaz is gone, the damage is gone. The Evil Geniuses need to get out of here, but they're going to be slowed down to a crawl. The Ancient Apparition with the Vortex and the toss up in the air, and the ever-constant annoying presence of Quinn will just heckle Evil Geniuses, laughing him down all the way to the grave as they're going to lose 2 and maybe a 3rd core. We see Smile being tossed up in the air. Gets in front of him, but he got a blink away to the side. Perhaps he lives.
When you have the Dazzle save. And how much farm Ace has as well, man. He's full Arcane Blink. Yeah, he is the Tinker now. I mean, like,
yep. He's got level 25, so when you get hit by the Poison Touch, you're not moving. And he's spamming out spells non-stop.
You have 6 seconds of debuff immunity for Bakaz. What's happening before and after that, right? Not much good for you on the side of EG because your other 4 heroes are built around him cleaning everybody up.
Yeah.
And you can only do so much. There's a lot of HP to get through here, a lot of spells, a lot of saves.
I love how they keep on covering Ace too. The bots too, directly onto the Dazzle. The Tiny TPing behind him, just making sure he's within striking distance if needed. And you can see here,
very aggressive.
Yeah, Shallow Grave is going to be locked down. Oh, the anchor on him is going to be a problem here. Constant Shallow Graves, can they get a stun in there somewhere to be able to stop him? Ravage is going to be used, and finally can they finish him off? Bash is required to use the RP. That'll finish him off with a Nullifier put onto Quinn. He is also going to be in trouble. Ice Avalanche, oh, the Goblin Scythe was just enough. It covers him and finishes off Bakaz. Quinn will live as a result, and now the Chronosphere catches the tide right on the edge. It didn't get C-Smile, but it doesn't matter. Dyrachyo will hunt him down all the same.
Quinn's just too beefy. But Reaper plus the Heartstopper has just been enough to kill Bakaz basically solo in these fights.
GAIMIN Gladiators are going to get so much done here. They do need to because they use some buybacks for that fight, but with an extra kill onto Panda, take a fight to GAIMIN Gladiators. I think that would straight up just be the end of the game if they tried to fight.
I mean, the other hope was, you know, Divine Rapier, Triple Dagger. Bakaz just never got to it. Couple bad fights, GAIMIN take advantage of it, and suddenly, yeah, your whole base is gone here. unless you're willing to commit the Phantom Assassin buyback right now.
Does GAIMIN Gladiators want to try and close it out right here because they might get caught on their way getting out of the base with this Megas. 5 seconds for the PA.
You have no RP, no Ravage. You got to keep that in mind.
Toss up in the air. C-Smile not able to get the initiation he wanted. Has to BKB skewer out of it. That's not good for EG. They needed a good skewer away to be able to make this fight work. And now it's GAIMIN Gladiators. Seemingly in the clear. Panda tries to jump in, hoping to be able to catch Ace. Doesn't quite get him. They're looking for Ace, but they want him so badly. Matthew's even teleporting in aggressively to find him, but Ace is already gone. He's out of there. Nobody can follow him in. And Evil Geniuses, they'll surely have to give this one up. And in fact, they may even become the Reaper Sights are going to be used with the Ice Blast coming in. The toss up in the air, and that is enough. Another buyback available for sure, but the Megas are in, and GAIMIN Gladiators are going to force as much out of you as possible. A skewer going to be used. Duraccio into the fountain. Okay,
just doesn't
put
care.
that Aegis to use, I guess.
Because he can get Grave forever.
Oh, he's going to Chronosphere him, stopping the fountain damage, and there he goes. He gets both of those kills. Buyback's going to be used, but that's it. GG are going to call GAIMIN Gladiators. No 60-minute game here. They will take the advantage, and they will bury you in the dirt with it.
Ah, what a rough way to go out if you're EG. Because buyback on a Phantom Assassin after the game has already been called. Just nothing came together for them, and a very convincing series from GAIMIN overall in terms of the map control.